Just hit the damn button, Carl. It's not that hard. You shouldn't have to worry about just speaking what you think the truth is. Shouldn't be that difficult. But yeah, it's like witchcraft on me. Doesn't want me to talk about what it's like just what I feel the truth is. And if it's not the truth, I'm willing to figure out what the truth is. So it's the only way to be with the truth. But started my day off disappointed today. Yeah, I did. I took the young chap to school this morning, dropped him off, and thought, "What what a morning for a breakfast." So I thought, I got this Tim Hortons card. I'm gonna go get me a coffee and a sandwich. Well, I didn't go through the drive-through because there was a trailer and shit. And I was just go in, get my sandwich, get my coffee. And they couldn't give me the sandwich the way it's supposed to come. It's supposed to come with scrambled eggs, but they asked me if it was all right if I had just a cracked egg. It would be okay because they didn't have what they were supposed to have first thing in the morning, like 9 o'clock. But so it's like, yeah, no problem. So I get my sandwich and my coffee, and I get home, and I I go to look at my sandwich. I'm like, that doesn't look like the way my sandwiches used to look. That just and maybe it's the cracked egg, Carl. Open it up. I look in there and there's like this little slice, one little slice of bacon in there. I was like, this is a piss poor sandwich. I should have taken a picture. It was either Tim Hortons is getting stingy or there's just some lazy bitch making my sandwich because I don't know. If I was in the service business, I would want to serve others the way I would want to be served. And I would know being the server that fucking that sandwich was not accept but then again, hey, what was it? It was only like a $6 sandwich, right? What are you crying about, Charles? There's so much other shit going on around the world, right? People just don't have pride in their work, I don't think. Or they're fucking made to fucking treat the customer like shit. One or the other, you know what I mean? One or the other. I'm just saying that was disappointment, but well, what do we got going on the TV? Oh. Hey, redacted. We could find out if Clayton Morris, that his name, Clayton Morris. We could find out if he's part of the fucking information station that they're trying to fill us with. Odin, what do you think? Clayton, I always want to say Clayton Morgan. I know a Clayton Morgan. I think it's Clayton Morris or something. And his wife. She's as cute as a button. You wouldn't think that she'd be lying and she's wanting to bring the truth to people. I'm not saying they're not, because I hope they are. I think that they're out there trying to spread the truth, and that'd be working for Jesus, and that'd be all great. But what's going on here is it says ex-CIA. They don't want you to know the US dollar is collapsing. So this Venezuela thing, Odin, it's gonna go good for the USA, let me tell you. Oh fuck, man. It's gonna put a good he could put a good fuckings to Canada. Just a good ba 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 da boom, ba da ba da. You want to be our 51st state now, or do you want us to keep getting punished? We'll keep punishing you. Fuck you, Donald, you fucking jerk off. You can't take that shit to God. He knows better. He knows who the real Don Don is. And does Don Don have plans that he thinks he has that doesn't he have? And well, things are going to unravel fast for the Donner, but let's get back on to the US dollar collapsing. I haven't watched this, but if you've been watching my station, Odin, if you've been watching the station here over for a while, you'd know that I was always concerned about Brexit. Okay. And well, because I thought at one time they tried to make you guys believe that your money's not worth anything because they look, where's the gold? Your guys is back by nothing. Look at what you did, you morons. They make you believe shit, you know what I mean? Make you perceive shit that's not real. Because you buy onto it all the time. Ask George Soros. Because really, the paper money or digital money or whatever it is, right? It's just currency. It's just a symbol. But for somehow, if somebody tells you some metal goes along with their dollar, because this precious gold that you can't live without and it's going to make you so rich, what are they going to do? Protect themselves in fucking bling? What are you going to do with all that gold? I mean, we have gold over here and stuff. Like we pretend like some metal is like something special, but that's how they could collapse the dollar because Venezuela is not on board with the Rothschild. Well, wasn't on the Rothschild way of doing things. It's probably on its way now. Donald's going to control their oil for them. Don's going to control their oil for them, so the people prosper. Machado, she's on her way home. Hero, that Nobel Peace Prize winning hero. I've been telling you guys, hey, Odin, are you American Odin? I told you guys they tried this before with Machado. And just because Will likes to tell people that I don't fucking do my research, I want you guys to know that Machado's been in the shadows for a while. Hey, what's this video called? It's called Bush Comment with new OAS chief, Venezuela, and it's by AP Archive. Okay.
Well, in fact, I said that we expect that the international concern and awareness of what's going on in Venezuela will rise, not only on the part of the United States, but in every other country in Latin America. Okay, well,
You would think something so pretty wouldn't be against the world, but it might be, eh? We should find out, eh? Could you imagine this was pre-planned and it just makes it look better with while her getting the Nobel Peace Prize and her telling the world that Donald should have really got it and that you know what I mean? It's a love affair that's gonna fucking you know what I mean? Is the liberation of fucking Venezuela gonna look similar to the one that incurred in Libya? Eh? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, this Venezuela thing, this could go fucking really well for fucking Rome, the conquerors. We're gonna add another state because well now we can fuck you with the oil because look at all we got to play with. Nah, 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 nah. That's all right. All those fucking little shit stains in your Department of War. Anybody who works for the Department of War, I'm sorry, you might want to catch a brain cell and a half. If you work for something called the Department of War, you are against God. You know what I mean? For right there, you're breaking the commandments. But you guys can't catch on to that, eh? Fuck, we're gonna change the Department of Defense to the Department of War, and everything's groovy here, and Satan isn't in full force. Murder! Fuck, man. I seen again how Iran, it needs to be fucking liberated. And we know, like I told you guys, fucking Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm sorry, it's just my opinion, and this is not to do with Israel, because the Jewish people can be with God and not with their government. But if they stand by their fucking government, they're with their government. Either they're fucking not with it or they're with it, right? So which side would you pick? Listen, my Jewish friends, it's not fucking hard. Go into your Torah and read the rules to fucking be with God. And if you can't get past those, don't fucking keep reading, you fucking morons, because you're just not going to get it. Hey, it's like the Christians, Odin. They just don't fucking get it. And they got the warnings. Like, that's what Jesus was saying. Hey, guys, what are you doing? Way too much. You're following rules of men, and this is just fucking stupid. And you guys are following men, therefore you're following Satan, and you're not following God, even though you think you're with God. You're gonna be really disappointed if you don't fucking get with God, because you know what I mean? You know, this is fucked up, man. This world's crazy. It doesn't know that the commandments fucking mean something, eh? Even when Jesus came back and said, "I am," hey, nobody is with God. Well, I hate to tell you, pumpkin, I fucking work hard to be with God. So don't tell me I'm not with God. I work very hard just because he doesn't communicate a lot, but the things that he has said to me have made sense. Or maybe it's not him. Maybe I'm just a fucking genius inside of the brain and I can pre-warn myself. Could you imagine, Odin? God or something coming into your fucking head? Not, it wasn't audibly into my head saying, "Hey, Carl, you're gonna fucking feel like you're going crazy, but you're not. You're strong enough to fucking get through this, eh?" Fuck it. I fucking. I wish I could have got some Troy blockers instead or some Julie Greens with some fucking instructions to go along with it. Fuck, she's been a hard road, Odin. You know what I mean? 5 trips to the fucking mental hospital for violence and suicide, bro. Can you imagine? Someone, how could you explain yourself if there's no violence and suicide yet all your paperwork says so? And you got nothing to back it up. And do you think there should be a lawsuit there? Do you think maybe they're trying to drive people crazy? Trying to set them to fucking so they're violent and fucking suicidal because they can't grasp their fucking reality because fucking nobody will talk to them. Hey? Oh, and can you imagine, bud? Can you imagine? Because it's hard for me. Like, I gotta lead a fucking superhero life, and I gotta lead a fucking ordinary fucking life, and I gotta tangle them in together, you know what I mean? And the thing is, I don't wanna be anybody's superhero there, Odin. I just need to be my own superhero. Watch out, and because if I'm my own superhero, it should inspire others. Because nobody can be anybody's superhero except for themselves. You know what I mean? Where we can only inspire. Life is about keeping black people happy. Oh, come on. Don't do this shit over on my channel. Please, Odin, just leave. I'm not down with fucking any sort of color or any sort of group or any sort of fucking gender bullshit. Okay. I fucking had enough. I seen a girl today on TikTok and I really like her. And lately, the stupidity that comes out of her lips, I can't even fathom. She wants to separate men and she wants the women to take over the world now. And instead of learning for men and women to come together, and that's how God wanted us to be, so we can come together and be a unit, and then we can make more units, and we could be in God. But in order to be with God, because see, here's the thing, I don't think you guys get. I think you guys all think that God wants to be a ruler or some sort of fucking. You guys are still slaves when you go to heaven. I don't get her. But a true God, he would want you to rule with him. You know what I mean? He would want you to grow and learn how to be everything you need to be. You know what I mean? Odin, sometimes. And that's why not many people take that journey. It's a hard one, buddy. It is. It really is. Like I said, two different worlds. And when the other world started, I will call that spirit world. When it came knocking, you're trying to go into this world, right? And you're like, hey, can somebody from this world come help me? I just want to talk. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but if I put it together, maybe. Oh, crazy person. You're garbage. You're suicidal. You need to be locked away. And if you don't want to take our drugs, we're gonna push it up. We want lithium in that brain. We don't want you thinking there's evil in the world, you dumb motherfucker. Be happy. Be joyous. Can't you see what the future holds for the children? Can't you be you know what I mean? Fucking stupid fucking world we live in, right? Not enough to drive you fucking bonkers, eh? Hard enough thinking you're living in the spirit world, trying to tell the real world, hey, can we talk about what I think's going on in another world? Well, here we are, bud. Oh, know what brought me to that? Kind of. I watched a fucking TikTok from January 7th of 2023. And it's like the presentation, it sucked. It fucking sucked. It looks like I had a stroke or I'm fucking drunk or something, but it really does. Like I always knew the presentation, that's what happens to your central nervous system when fucking everybody just fucking kicks you with lies. You're like, hey guys, can we talk about this? No. Well, you might regret it because hey, God's real and fucking like, hey, how can I know if I'm crazy if you won't tell me where I'm crazy? Where am I lying? No. You're a terrible person, Carl. Where? Why? What's going on, Coppertop? How about you're supposed to pick one. You're supposed to save your soul on one. You were just supposed to pick one, bud. Was it if you had to pick one, which one would it be? Would it be Clinton, Gates, Trump? I know we think they're probably all there, but it has to be one, bud. You have to save yourself by picking one. And I thought Bill Clinton was a for sure. You know what I mean? Even though Melinda had told us, hey, part of our reason me and Billy divorced, that Epstein guy was part of the reason. And they're like, "Oh, how often did Billy hang out with Epstein?" And Melinda's like, "Well, that's not really for me to say. You want those questions answered? You'd have to talk to Bill." And well, we know what Bill said in just meetings. Why are we talking about this? He's dead. This is a dead issue. Donald Trump, no, he didn't even know Donald Trump was going to say it's a hoax then, right? You got to know if Donald was saying it's a hoax. If it's a hoax, Donald, if it's a hoax, let's get Ghislaine Maxwell the fuck out of jail. Let's get her out. Let's show the victims of Epstein the truth. If it's a hoax, because no one else has went in jail for fucking purchasing what Ghislaine was fucking offering. Why don't you fucking let her go? Or is President Little Trumper Humper just fucking scared? Why would you hold a fucking lady hostage in jail that's innocent? Or is Donald a fucking pedo protector? Or is he a pedo? Hey, it's not hard to figure out. He's one or the other. Remember, you guys should have known it was all fucked up when they closed the whole files. They said, we're done here. Nothing to see. Nobody's getting charged with trying to put a hoax together to set people up, but it's just everybody forget about it. It's done. To their surprise, people actually cared. That's what gives me hope, is that there must have been people that fucking at least cared a bit, right? I hope Thomas Massey's good. Well, hey, I got my questions on Marjorie Taylor Greene, and it's based on 25 mil that she sucked out of the job that she was in to benefit. And then when she got full benefits, she felt like telling the truth. I don't know. Is it the truth? Is it just part of the show? Is it just to put the illusion on and stir us up? You know what it is? I don't know. We should tell Marjorie that don't play with God. Don't fucking play. Don't play with God. But maybe she's on the right side and always has, and didn't make 25 million stocks and shit like that, right? But then again, she knows Nancy Pelosi's evil. And yet she congratulated and let her walked out and gave her a bon voyage. And maybe because she learned a thing. I don't know. We should find these things out. Now I know what you're saying, Carl. Carl, how do you know Nancy Pelosi's evil? I don't. I just suspect. You know what I mean? Like when her daughter was doing that documentary and they took two takes with Pence on the phone, I thought, uh, this isn't right. This is the cuckoo on its own people. Why are they doing takes and retakes? I thought this was supposed to be authentic, right? I'm just saying, and Paul Pelosi, he might have his problems, you know what I mean? He's got some hammer time he's got to work out, you know what I mean? Who knows, right? I mean, Nancy, she's a Zionist, isn't she? For sure. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. I would say, right? Wouldn't you guys? I might be wrong. Hey, would Nancy say she's for or against? Funnily! Hey, hey. I am for the people of Hanali. I certainly am. And I certainly want them with God and not with the government of Hanali. Hey, would you guys want to be involved with the government of Hanali if you had to face God? You wouldn't want to be paying them $8 billion, would you? You wouldn't want to support them in their fucking hurting of humans, right? Hey, guess what? America. Hey, Odin. Don't swear to God, but what is a swear, right? What is a swear? Hey, lies are swears and curses and all the bad things, eh? We just make words bad. We make words whatever we want to make them. Hey, it's like the word gay. You know it means happy, right? And I don't know if you know this or not. Not all gay people are happy. So how can you use that word, right? Stupid. It's gay. Ah, we make all these words. And then I love how they put it into you know, the rap scene, remember? Because that's where the big enter comes from, pretty much, right? Let's throw that out because we can say it and you can't say it because this is what it means and it means something different to everybody. So why don't we go back to the original, right? Why don't we go back to the original meaning of it where it means ignorant? And well, ignorant doesn't belong to black people. It belongs to all people. So don't be an N-word. You know what I mean? And don't call anybody an N-word. Unless they are an N-word, I guess. If you wanna use the word, you know what I mean? You just that's how they twist this around with some words. That word can fucking rile up so many fucking feelings, man. It's like it's like grape. What is grape? Grapes. We got grapes. Well, let's call it what it is. If it's a harsh word, it should only be used when it needs to be fucking used. And we should know what it means. And then we should take it seriously. But fuck, we can't even do that these days. Like, if a woman can gain some money, she will make up a story to fucking destroy some. Don't tell me that baseball player, he got almost played. Could you imagine if that chick pulled it off? I can't remember the baseball player's name. I can figure it out if you guys need to know or whatever, but could you imagine if she would have got away with that? Where she tried to make it look like he had physically fucking beat her so she could get some fucking money and some fame and notoriety. Instead, she probably still walks the streets, even though, like, why would a woman not want the person who did that incarcerated, locked up? No, but instead, we want to be paid for our fucking feelings, and that should be a question to the world right now. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. It's like this Bridget Marcron thing. Eh? Like Donald could end this. Oh, like I said, fuck. Just ask Bridget to do the fucking DNA test. Prove that she's a woman. Like it's not that fucking hard. Instead, we play these fucking games of blah 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 blah. Oh, like it's all stupid. But we go back to the Rothschilds. Like if Candace isn't lying about the wiener, then she's not lying about the Rothschilds and how they brought Marcron up. And who brought Marcron up from the time he was, what, 13, 14? I don't remember how old he was. Miss Marcron. And where'd she come from? Maybe, possibly, if she's playing hide the wiener, she was over in America playing hide the brain or something in some fucking kooky little fucking program that your country's fucking involved in. You know what I mean? And it's all satanic, and you guys, I think if they believe in Satan, should probably tell you that there's a God. But here's the thing is, these dumb motherfuckers, why would you go against God? You know Satan loses in the end. Somehow he still convinced you with his fucking lies or whatever the fuck it is these men have fucking convinced themselves of. I don't know what it is. Do you guys think it is that like the gold juice? Remember the girl with the gold juice? She talked about the gold juice where you could live forever if you just fucking gave her over to Satan. I don't know, was she acting or whatever? Do you guys know who I'm talking about? She did the podcast with that Whitney or whatever, who was on the show with that guy. Wasn't he proved as a sexual deviant too? Maybe he cleaned himself up and he learned his lesson and not be really good. But what's anyways? Yeah, she talked about the gold juice, right? Would they get offered whether they can live forever or not? How would they do that? But nobody ever questions her on it. Who offered you this? Like, can we figure out if you're lying or not? But then there's those fucking, what are they? The secret group for Christ. And when I watched this guy talk, so I was into listening to it, like, oh, a secret thing for Christ. That's cool. But you watch this guy talk about manna, how they want to find the manna. And I'm pretty sure I read in the Bible somewhere Something about the manna of this earth, she just ain't gonna cut her. She don't give you what you think she does. That's in the Bible, you know what I mean? But this guy, he was all excited about the manna, and I'm trying to remember the Knights Templar. You know what I mean? Because someone asked him a question one time because I guess there's rumors out there that you have to do homosexual shit to get in to be part of the group or something. So that doesn't seem very like if that's a requirement that they put on you, then that's not very Christ-like because that's forcing you to do something against your will. But you think it'll benefit your will it's because then you become part of a group. A special little group. What's up, OT? No drama. My manna is the word. Well, that is the real manna. Is the word. No drama. I agree with you one time because you know what the word is, bud? It's truth. It's fucking truth, dude. That is the word. For Jesus told you. What did he say I am? He said, I am the truth and the way. In fact, I, the truth, and the only way. How cocky of him to say, eh? But it's true, right? You would think if you want to be with God, you'd want to know the truth, right? So therefore, that's when everybody talks about this consciousness, but I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But it's actually awareness. It's not fucking happiness, okay? If you if you're conscious and you're aware of your surroundings and you're aware of what's going on in here and you know that you're thinking for yourself and uh, okay, awareness is a lot different than what they portray consciousness to be, okay? It's not fucking see, here's the thing with awareness, you have the awareness. So you have the consciousness to know that the only way to truly be happy and to be at peace is to fucking fix your problems. Because if you don't fix your problems, you're just avoiding your problems and you never face your problems. And if you never face your problems, you're not willing to face the truth. And if you're not willing to face the truth, then you just can't be with Jesus or the truth. No matter, like, here's the thing I tell you guys, I, I got this given to me before. Now I don't wear it. I wear this. Oh, covering me from front to back. This is what I wear. I think my wife gave this to me. I think she got it, New York or something. Some Buddhist. She got it from some Buddhist. And, there's this Buddhist guy. And I mean, if I could talk to somebody, I'd love to talk to him. Like, he's on TikTok and stuff, but not because he's well, I don't know if he's a famous guru. I think Sadhguru is way more famous than him, and I think it should be the other way around, but then again, if he's truly with God, it's not fame or money that he seeks. Talking about the Buddhist guy. Sadhguru, I think he's in it to win it for himself. That's usually how the WEF gets you. They have to get you thinking for yourself and what you can benefit because if you start thinking about others, you probably don't want to fucking be any part of their little fucking special bedtime story. But then consciousness and awareness of God and knowing that you don't want to go against them and these shittards, well, they think they're conscious and aware of what's going on because they have control over you people and they know what's going on and you don't. And they laugh at you and call you stupid. You know what I mean? Willard. Of course I have. I showed you the video of when George Bush brought in Machado and they were trying to bring her in. Presidente back then. You know what I mean? It was important. I showed the video. You can rewind and go back and watch it, but and yeah, I mean, it might be a coincidence. They might wanted to put her back in and really make sure everybody thought she was something special and great. Because if you give someone a shiny thing, that makes them special. I think Machado's special ed, but she'll have to check her head. You know what I mean? People who go against God are fucking in big trouble. You know what I mean? And they can play pretend like their God means something and it's powerful and it's going to do these great things for it if they just succeed and be a bunch of third burglars. But really, they'll find out. You know what I mean? I wish them a party, but I don't want to be a part of their party. You know what I mean? Not at all. And I'd like to tell people and show people that maybe that's not the party we want to be with. You know what I mean? But well, speaking of parties, but what are they gonna do? The fucking Republicans, they need to work extra hard. Donald got it in everybody's head. If they win the House, they'll try and take the master out. Oh, impeach me. And that's why Megyn Kelly, like, we can't pick sides anymore, right? Megyn Kelly's all about sides. She's conservative. She just fucking. I'm concerned for Megyn Kelly. I hope she's on the right track and she's doing good, but I question things and I would explain to her why I question them. You know what I mean? Like I said, I watched somebody lie right in front of her, and I think she fucking knew it, and she just let him get off of it because he was a Republican, and well, there was a vote to be done real soon, and well, she wasn't concerned about the 15, 16-year-olds that Epstein was with. She was just glad he wasn't with girls younger than that, or some weird shit like that. So that made me question shit too. Oh man. If they knew how easier God would make their lives, they would have done it way sooner. Well, well, yeah, but OT, in all fairness, I always go back and go, how the fuck can this be happening? How the fuck can this be happening? And you look back and it's just, they just keep doing it with a new movement. You know what I mean? Swirl pot and more shit and more shit and more shit. Have you done any research today? Is that what you want me to repeat, Will, or do you want me to keep looking at the crying face? Because this is, well, I might put this on my community tab. I might look for it. Do I want to go that way or do I want to go another way? All right, we'll go this way. YouTube is blocking it. Why would YouTube be blocking my shit? Am I being spied on? Because, well, I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking at all. This is a real thing, and I think I can prove it by using somebody else other than myself. Okay. Sometimes when I rewatch my videos, just to make sure I'm not an idiot, because I do like to make sure you get told you're crazy and you're an idiot so often, you just got to keep looking back and going, I don't really. But anyways, my views and shit, they blah, 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 all the time, up, down, up, down, up, down. The fucking likes all the time, and it's not going up, it's going down, and then up, and then down, and it's weird. But Vintage Rebel, I believe, has video evidence of that going on when she was watching my videos, I guess. Or something. Something was going on like that. I don't know. I don't know what. Why would YouTube block shit? It's weird. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a movie, Will. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody else knows what's going on and I fucking don't. It's like I'm telling you, there's been a lot of things that have happened that just did not make any fucking sense to me. Like, not at all, brother. When people wake you up to give you sleeping pills, that fucking there's an indicator somebody's brain's not fucking not functioning correctly. And when it's like, I want to say, I keep wanting to say 8. I'd like to see that video footage, but just out of, maybe 6. 6 people around you to fucking give you fucking sleeping pills when you're sleeping. What the fuck, bruh? And then you got to think anything's possible. And the fucking girl down the hall, she's telling you that they've dragged her out of the hospital to do satanic rituals. My doctor in particular. Can you imagine listening to that and going, fuck, anything's possible? Is she fucking retarded? They all say I'm fucking retarded and crazy. I don't think I am. Like, I know she's fucking off and she says some fucking weirdo shit, but is it fucking possible that this is fucking real? Check out the home. All right. Um, well, like I'm honest, it doesn't. If you're trying to ring a ding me, then it didn't go through my phone, bud. I'll have to do it again. We'll try it with it open. Yeah.
Did you see where Trump just took Russia's oil tankers coming out of Venezuela? I'm serious.
Well, dude, I've been saying something's wrong for a long, long time.
You know, it's fixing to happen, don't you?
What, World War III?
Yeah, and I was trying to comment it in your video, and YouTube wouldn't let me. But you need to be prepared with food and stuff, right? It may or may not happen, but we all know.
Well, wouldn't this be a good time for us all to come together and say, "Fuck, you know what? We need as a bunch of people to come together and use the devil's tools against them. And we all need to tweet. We need to use Elon's messenger and we need to use TikTok and make our own videos expressing to Donald Trump. The Americans need to say, we do not want to be Americans anymore. If you are our representative, you are a fucking piece of shit, Trump."
Hear me?
Yeah, but this might wake the people up and wake Russia up. Your Princess Putin is a fucking problem. We should not be in this situation. I get it, Will. I get it, Will. Yeah, I want you to know it might also be a game on their part too. I want you to know that Princess Putin there used to be part of the WEF. Now, whether he still is or not, he still might be, bud. It might be just being a play being ran out, but we need to stop their play and show them that we're in charge now.
Yeah, talking about it ain't gonna do nothing, buddy. When they
Well, no, and we as humanity need to all come together.
yeah, I get that. But right now we need to be stocked up where we can. Do you have 2 weeks worth of food supply on you?
Oh, probably not.
You need to get it, no matter if it's rice or some kind of oat, the oats that you eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Will.
Well, I just because I know, you know what I mean. You up here, y'all don't have what we got weapons to protect ourselves if they can before here.
Oh, dude, there's no need for weapons. If they're gonna do it, just push the fucking button.
Yeah, I don't think they'll push the button though, Carl. I think they'll try to take us out like that.
Well, of course, they're just taking the civilians out. These princesses will have bunkers and shit. Like the world needs to see that we're fighting for fucking the devil. We're playing the devil's game, and every fucking leader is involved. And if they aren't, they're being taken out.
Well, just make sure you got food and stuff, okay?
Yeah, I will. Will.
All right, buddy.
All right, bye. I guess that's what God was trying to tell me yesterday. I remember when I told you guys God came to me and home and projected fucking song out that I was listening to. Running out of time, girl. I think that's what it was. Running out of time or something like that by James Brown. You'd have to go back and watch yesterday's episode, but it's rock and roll. Let's all fall where we think we are, eh? Fuck. It's gonna be a sad state of affairs for fucking Christians. I'm telling you guys right now. Christians better wake the fuck up and get with Christ because they've been lied to. They've been manipulated. I'm not the bad guy. You guys are listening to the bad guys. You guys have the power inside of you, and you are the only ones to blame for what's going on because you fucking gave them the power. You said, okay, take our brains away. Just fucking, you know what I mean? It's time to fucking take our brains back. Nobody wants to take the fucking brains back. Like I said, fuck, it wouldn't be that fucking hard. They would get scared by some fucking X's where the world fought back and just fucking tweeted at them and said, fuck you guys. You guys are a fucking joke. And we're asking our fucking children not to fight for you fucking retards. No more. No more will our children fight for you fucking retards. You satanic fucking bitches. Donald Trump, I hope you enjoy everything you think you're going to gain from this. Every fucking retarded motherfucker out here who's running a world or thinks they have control of people, you might want to fucking question your life on this fucking earth and figure out who the fuck you are. Hey? We're about to have war. You might want to fucking check yourselves, people. You might want to figure out which fucking Jesus you're with. Because I'm telling you, you right now, you're with Cupcake Jesus, and it ain't gonna fucking cut her. Because having Cupcake Jesus is what has led us to this fucking point. It looks like I lost everybody off my fucking stream, eh? Becky Live going over Billy's case. Oh man. I hate this fucking place. New details around October 7th are coming out, and it's not good for Netanyahu. Well, too late. You guys already murdered, not killed for the motherfucker. Hey, you might want to fucking get America to get out there and fucking start repenting for following a fucking dipshit. Huh, that's the only way out of her. Sorry, God, didn't know, didn't realize I was following a fucking satanic fucking shithead who tried to use God against us, telling us he was with God, but yet he couldn't tell us any Bible verses. He don't know the difference from the Old Testament to the New Testament. He don't know nothing, but he's a Jesus guy. But he's the first. He's the first Zionist president. or what was he? What did that fucking dingling lang dinglong ling long say? Mark Levin, was that his name? Like, fuck, I wouldn't want to be Mark Levin leaving this earth, thinking fucking everything's okay. You let your urges get the best of you there, fella. I don't know what to tell you. But those are just my opinions and my thoughts. But hey, you guys dance with Hana Lee all you want. Nobody fucking cares. You'd all rather go over Billy's case with fucking Dagberg. Unfucking believable. How the fuck do I get out of this matrix? Is it even too late? Did I fuck up? Am I a failure? Am I going to hell because I didn't fucking work hard enough? Fuck me, man. I've been in a sea of ignorance for fucking I don't even know how long. Fuck me, man. Rappers can't do business. Tranax unloads on Takashi 69. I see Drake. He's being sued over manipulating something or other and making money off of it. And Aiden Ross is part of it. And oh, geez, influencers. They're influencing you guys right to fucking hell. And once they realize that they're fucking gonna have to be looked at because they're all recorded doing absolutely what they did. And everybody's gonna have to look at the fucking buffoonery that they fucking paid attention to. Or whatever the fuck it is. Fuck, like, oh man, man, humanity just fucking taking her up the trunk. It's a joke. It's all a joke, right? I should have known. I should have did a video last night. Kurt Starmer and fucking fucking Emmanuel Macron get ready for business. Fucking with Mark Carney and fucking fuck all of you guys. This world deserves what it gets. If it don't want to get with the truth, then it gets what it gets. And I hope you fucking have no regrets. Because I've did a lot of thinking, like, how could God? How could God? I don't think there's a lot of people with God. I just don't. I just don't think there's people willing to step outside of themselves to do the right fucking things. Or we wouldn't be in this fucking mess that we're in. You know what I mean? But when I do see somebody doing something and it looks like they're trying to get destroyed, fuck, I had a whole bunch of shit. I keep writing shit down and I never fucking use it. Fuck, I feel sorry for Candace. Well, I fuck when I watch her, I'm so happy and I'm fucking like, mm, like even if she is part of the show, she's a great actress, okay? I'm like, yeah. Then I think, and she's like, oh, last year, and she put on such a brave face, right? But I want you guys to know that fucking it is hard and nobody's protecting her really. She doesn't have a lot of people coming out to try and protect her. And and that means just use your voice. I'm not saying any other way. It's hard thinking the world's coming against you and all you want is the truth. And she's not out there trying to stir up shit and all she wants is the truth. And everybody's just coming after you and trying to prove how crazy you are, how stupid you are. That can be mentally exhausting. What else do I have about Candace? Like, here's the thing. It should be so easy. Like Trump, I said, like, could go fucking ask Macron for a fucking DNA test. Maybe drop by and ask fucking Justin Trudeau for one too. You know what I mean? He's the one that fucking said he was Castro's son. What if they're just telling us and just fucking him and Trudeau behind the scenes? That was a good one. They'll never know. Fuck. You think if Candace was lying and shit like that, it'd be easy for your FBI or CIA or Pentagon to get on the news and say, hey, to say, hey, like Candace is like, she's she's lying, and we're gonna show you where she's lying, and she's just making up stories for ratings. And we're gonna show you why she's lying because she's got more stories than Ron L. Hubbard right now. But I would dare the CIA or FBI or anybody to come against her and say that she's lying and she's not lying. You know what I mean? This is the thing. This is why the truth should always win, and we should make sure we get it, but we really don't care. And that's how we get to where we are today. Nobody really just cares. We let a buffoons. We let a bunch of buffoons who, for some reason, we trusted end up destroying us. But yeah, that Ron L. Hubbard, eh? I hate this. Like, this is just my personal opinion. But if you're following a religion that a man wrote and you're relying on Ron L. Hubbard's consciousness or wherever he got this story from, Scientology, I hope you guys break those fucking chains of curses because it's probably not real. I mean, we can go and try and find out, but I just think that the inside of Ron L. Hubbard's brain leads to a bad place. And you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be better to want the truth and not have to pay for a curriculum and do as men say and try and figure things out for yourself and never be afraid to question things. And if you are being told to not question things, maybe those people aren't your friends. But hey, Copper Top, it's not your job to fix the world. No, Copper Top, it's not my job to fix the world. But it is my job to try and inspire people to come to Christ. That is, well, that's, I'm not a Christian, but that is supposed to be the job of a Christian. But people really don't know what Christians are anymore. They think it's a worship session. It's fucking let's worship Jesus. That's what we Christians do. All we have to do is worship, 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 and worship some more. I spend so much time in the church. I worship, 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 worship. I ask, you know what I mean? We're supposed to spread God's word, and God's word is the truth. And if we believe something is true and it hurts humanity, it is our duty to try and point it out to people, to try and have people figure things out for themselves. This shit don't matter. Well, what if it does matter, Cop Top? What if you're not sitting right with Jesus? Right? Would it matter then? You real confident you're sitting in the truth, but because I think if you were, you'd be fighting for it. And you're trying to convince me not to. She's over, Carl. She's over. The nukes are coming. Give up. Fuck that, man. You give up. You give up on God. And I ain't doing that for you, Copper Top. No fucking man will ever get me to give up on God. I give up on God. I give up on myself. And I'm not giving up on myself either. Because I know the only way to God is through the truth. And well, the truth will prevail either way when it comes to the end. Well, I'll get to find out, I'd rather die fighting for the truth than be a cowardly loser who never ever tried because he thought he was saved by Satan. Because that's the Jesus that most people worship. Because Satan requires worship. Jesus did not. He required belief. And if Jesus lives in you, he requires you to believe in yourself through him. And that's where the connection is made to God. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you guys. It's my thoughts, my opinions, but you guys let me know where I'm wrong. Okay? A lot of Christians going to hell. If there's a hell, I don't know. I noticed the Pope gave a little speech a little while ago. This is a real thing. Don't worry about death. Don't worry your sweet little hearts at all. Run amok and do as you must. It'll all be okay. Kind of like Triple T's app, eh? Can you imagine running around saying you're a master psyoper and your brain got taken over by an app and told you it was okay to be an ass? Because I don't think you can be with God if you don't want to be with the truth. And if you're not willing to fight for the truth, like Jesus did, he fought for the truth to show the truth that God really lives inside of man. And he was willing to pick up that cross to prove it. Right? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. You let me know where I'm wrong, because it's a spiritual battle, man. It's not our enemy. The devil is working through men. Well, men give themselves over to the devil, okay? Like, what do you want to do? Just give up? Like, are you paid, Copper Top? Are you fucking paid to do this? Do you really think the truth means nothing? Jesus requires belief, bud. Belief. Because you have faith, right? Where the fuck do you think this all came from? I don't know, man. Are we in a simulation? Is this creation? Is it what is it? You have to think something put this together. Something made it happen. And like I said, we can blame God all we want, but he gave us that free will. That's the only way we can ever know love is if we willfully accept it or want it. But unfortunately, humanity's got a sick, twisted version of love. It's fucking gross. This version of Jesus, where I don't know, where they think he's coming through the sky, or what, like even when Jesus was here before, you let me know where you think he was going out and looking for cuddles and hugs and was all like, no, he was a badass showing the people what it took to be with God. Like even if you take away all the magical shit that Jesus did, you take it away, right? And he was just a man who talked the way that he did. You just have to say that that's a fucking pretty good man, eh? Whether he was crazy about having God or not, you know what I mean? say he was a good man. A man of good character. Kind of character you'd love to see in other men. But even back then, the Jews didn't understand. They didn't understand the 10 Commandments. You know what I mean? You can't kill somebody just because you disagree with them. Like they sent themselves to hell right there. They don't even see that. Whether Jesus was a prophet or not, he did nothing wrong. In fact, they tried everything to foul him up. They couldn't do it. It's going down just like it was written a log time ago. Well, Copper Top, how do you know that? How do you know that? Do you got special fucking instructions or what? Doesn't Jesus say, hey, no matter what happens, just fucking hold on to me and she'll all be okay? But I don't think you got him, bud. I'm telling you, I'm being fucking straight up with you, bud. I would search Jesus because if you search Jesus, you'll have to start fighting for what's right. You can't sit back in your little corner and go, Jesus is coming. He's going to whisk me away. I don't think so. You know, would you want it that easy? You don't think that? I mean, coming to God should be easy. It shouldn't have been as hard as it was for me. Okay, I agree. And if we could break the mold so that we didn't have to fucking, anyways, maybe it's been written a long time ago, Cop Top, but maybe it's for every individual to go to the ending sides. Maybe there's two endings. Hey, wouldn't you rather write your own story just in case you can? Are you going to wait for the written story or are you going to try and conduct yourself and, well, make sure you're part of the story? Hey, I don't, dude, I'm just saying, don't buy into this wimpy Jesus shit, okay? You are powerful, okay? Don't buy onto you're a wimp. I'm telling you, you can be a superstar, bud. Like God says. You know what I mean? You be with Jesus, you can be like the stars in heaven forever and ever. You come from the Christ, bud. You are the Christ, right? Wouldn't you have to say that? Any creation that's on here, if maybe Christ is the creation, eh? Makes sense, wouldn't it? I don't know though. I'm willing to have that debate. I fight for it every day. I've been walking with Jesus since I was 13 years old. Oh, so you've been walking with Jesus since you were 13 years old? Tom, I hate to tell you, you're a fucking buffoon and you're not. I'm doing this because out of like a pure love for you, because I think you're in you're in this state where you want to like me and you want me to be part of your group now, but I can't fucking like you, dude. If you've been with Jesus since you were 13, you'd have consciousness and awareness of what's going on and you try and enlighten others and try and bring others to Jesus that way and let them know how powerful they are. There's no man that can bring you to God other than the Jesus inside of you. That's it. That's it. There's none of these Pharisees, none of these leaders. They're all fucking darks. You know what I mean? If there was a good one, they probably have, you know what I mean? I don't think like I'm not saying there hasn't been people that have been right with Christ throughout time, but you know what I mean? I think you could probably pick them out if we actually got our proper history, eh? What do you think? You can't save yourself. Well, if I can't save myself, who can? Are you fucking retarded? Copper Top, you are the only one that can save yourself, bud. For Jesus told you, he's inside of you. I didn't make this up. It's in your fucking Bible, but you refuse to take it in. because you got Paul in your fucking brain going, useless human, useless human. Jesus died for your sins. He loves you. Jesus loves you, loves you. You don't have to love yourself, Copper Top. Jesus does. Jesus does. I'm telling you, dude. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Read me something from the book of Job. I don't have to read you something from the book of Job, bud. But I will tell you something about Job is that when you're with God, you might have to become Job. That's one of the gospels in the Bible. Remember how, what are you supposed to follow? What are you supposed to follow, Christians? Huh? The Bible? No, you're fucking retarded. The word is not the fucking Bible. Well, it's a living word and the written word and blah, blah, blah. Well, Jeremiah tells you not to fucking believe everything that's written down for crying out loud in 9:9. Jeez. And Jesus was trying to tell you guys, hey, what the fuck are you doing? No need for all these rituals and all this fucking, all this extra man bullshit. Let's get back to the basics. You guys fucking missed the first 10 commandments. Let's get back there. No dancing until you fucking understand that. Holy crap a doodle. Stop being a bully, Carl. No, I'm being a help to Mr. fucking Copper Top. I'm the best fucking friend that man has in the world right now. And he fucking don't realize her. You might want to realize her because he ain't got fucking Jesus. A man steps, walks, and talks differently when he has Christ, my friend. And you ain't got the juice. But you do have the juice. You just got to work on the juice. And that's a relationship, bud. You have to learn to love yourself, Copper Top. So you are brave and strong in Jesus because you believe in Jesus. Therefore, you have to believe in yourself. Therefore, you can walk in what God wants you to walk in. I don't blame God for anything. Well, fuck, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't blame God for anything neither. I haven't enjoyed the little adventure I've went on, and I can't fucking lie about that, but I do understand why I've went through. Like Will made a comment to me about what was the comment Will made to me? Something about you gotta go, you can't live like that. He was right, completely. I believe that everything has happened to me has happened to me for a reason. Now, whether those people gave me those reasons or somehow this some scripted fucking thing, I don't know. Oh fuck. I believe we have a choice. I believe I have a choice. I can either hit the record button and do what I think God wants me to do, or I can sit and wallow in my fucking pain because I'm not doing what I think God wants me to do. Like I said, God hasn't said a whole lot to me, but some of the things that He has said to me have made sense because they. Hey, buddy, garbage went out already on Mondays now. Well, yeah, I guess. Are you sure it's not because of the holiday? Well, you can text your mom, but I'm pretty sure she said it was for now on. Well, I might be wrong, but I just don't want to see you take everything out and have to bring it back in. I'm just trying to save you a trip. But yeah, you can try and keep me captive. You can hold shit over my head. Where am I supposed to go? Right? Do I go to the cop where right in front of him, he got told that if I leave, and I'd have to, and I have to sit there and say to him, say, "Hey, did you not hear that?" And he proceeds to tell me that I should leave. And I said, "If I do, will you protect me?" And he wouldn't fucking answer me. So you want me to leave? And she just said she's going to call. And you haven't said that you'll protect me because you heard it. You're a fucking idiot. So how do you go to the police? Like I got some horrible police stories. I hate to tell these people how stupid they are. I really do. It's fucking gross. It really is. When you guys find out how fucking oh man, the shit those fuckers put me through. They're gonna have to explain. They're gonna have to show what happened if I was a woman. What happens if I was a woman? Would be a whole different show and program going on there. But yeah, God's told me play the devil's game, play by his rules. Don't take no money. And well, do it right in the faces of those who fucking hurt you the most. So they get a full understanding. That way, hopefully they can humble themselves and fucking come to the truth. But here's the deal. Maybe Carl's crazy pants, but I'm willing to figure out what the truth is. And I'll stake her all on the fact that I'm not in the wrong. I'm not. And I got fucking proof to show it from here to fucking everywhere. But we'll find out. What's up? Return to Beware Mouse. You don't know what you are talking about, Carl. You are so double minded. No, bud. No. I put my mind on God and you don't. Because if you put your mind on God, you'd walk in God and you're not walking in God. You're a coward. I don't know what else to tell you, dude. This ain't a joke. I'm not, I didn't, I'm not like, oh, I want to pay Copper Top back for all the bad things he said to me. Oh, woe is me. I'm going to hurt him. No, bud. It's, you're living in a fucking delusional world, bud, where you think you can be a cupcake and you have much more power than a cupcake. And if you don't want to accept your power, then maybe your power goes out. Okay. You want to deny Jesus? You're only denying yourself, bud. I don't know what to tell you. These I'm trying to be fucking as nice as I can. Like, why are they here if they don't know? Well, that's the thing. You're trying to beware mouse. I don't know. I don't know. They already conceded that you're right, but oh my God. Well, I don't want them to fucking concede to me, bud. I want them to be able to forgive themselves. That's what I want. Like I don't want no. I don't need their humbling, but they need to humble themselves. You know what I mean? They need to come to the fact that they're the problem and not me. I don't know what to do. Like. Carl, tell the kid to clean that porch up. Well, Willard, I told you, bud, I'm not a liar. That's multiple incidents, my friend. And I used to take the pot of hot water and, trying to whisk her off there every once in a while. But no, I'm like, this is the thing. You just get to a point where you have to live like you just don't even fucking care anymore. You just lose all fucking care. This is the thing. I can explain, like, fuck, man, you're gonna find out. I don't even know how to explain this. Sometimes what you see is not what you get. You know what I mean? If my wife was to meet you or your wife, and she would go out of her way to do anything for you if she liked you. You know what I mean? Like anything. She's super nice. Okay. As long as things are going that person's way. Because these people, they have to feel needed and loved, right? So they're willing to put on a show and do whatever it takes to make people happy. It's just like these men who beat women and mentally fucking beat them up too, you know what I mean? It's not the people it's not the people that you think it is. Like take Pete Hegseth, for instance. What do you think it's like to be one of his wives? And everybody probably loves him. If you were to meet Pete Hegseth, he'd probably be the life of the party, you know what I mean? Just yucking her up and everybody would just love him. And sometimes it's hard to fake the way a narcissist can. And sometimes you come off looking like the shitty person because you just can't, you know what I mean? Can you imagine how many people were like, oh, that Pete, he's so wonderful. Wife's a bit of a bitch, though, eh? I don't know. I don't know. But a lot of that happens, eh? And find different ways to control you. And no drama. Carl thinks he's a preacher and doesn't even know what the Bible says. Cop top. I'm going to do this before I leave. I'm going to tell you what the Bible says, bud. It says follow the word of God. That ain't the Bible. But I will again for your benefit. Now, when Jesus says to his disciples, spread the gospel, did he say the gospel or my gospel? Okay. Gospel is just God's stories, bud. And we brought in Job earlier, right? That's a God story, bud. Noah, God's story. Moses, God's story. Who should I tell them you are? Says Moses. Tell them I am. What did he mean by that? Did he mean Moses? You say I am to them that I am. Hey? uh, but yeah, okay. So it's all about Jesus's gospel, right? That's Jesus's God story, and that's about the word. And the Bible is about getting you to the word. And word means truth. But like we said, we've got a creation story in there and stuff that we can follow, right? All right. I know we're here. I know we were created. I believe in a creator. I'm all good, bud. And then we get to Moses, and then we get the rules. So all you got to do to be with God, people. This is it. Pretty simple, eh? Well, but we've never really accepted them, have we? No. So we had to have more gospels, and that those gospels would talk about the gospel that we needed of the word, which is Jesus, right? And then Jesus came to tell you that you're big and powerful and that God, he lives inside of you. You know what I mean? Did you not get that? Did you miss that somewhere? But then Paul comes around and tells you that filthy human, it's okay. By the grace of God, he still loves you, even though you're filthy. Yucky, 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 yucky. And Jesus died for your sins. It's okay. Jesus was your sacrifice. Was your sacrifice for you. I still love that. God sacrificed. God's not here, and Jesus told you that. He's in heaven. Man. Sacrifice. God never asked for sacrifice. Men sacrificed Jesus. Hey? Because if those men were in God, like if they knew God was inside of them and they wanted to be in God, then Jesus never would have went up on that crucifixion, right? But hey, top top. It's not about carrying your cross, right? It's not about standing up for the truth. It's not about doing the right thing. Let's forget about that cross carrying, eh, bud? Let's just wear it. Let's wear it nice and good. Like Mr. Buzz. Hey, is that what's going on here? Has Mr. Buzz gotten to you? Go get dry food. Well, but I'm not in charge of the money. I don't know if you know this or not. I'm a grown man who probably lost his bank account. I don't even fucking know, dude. Like, this is a fucking woozy doozy we're in here, bud. You have no idea the capabilities of people because remember, like I said, bud. And well, I can't go to the police. Who can I go to? I know the system's pretty much failed me all the way around. So, well, I've been really thinking, bud. That Dr. Poku, bud. I've been really thinking I'd love to get an interview with him. Eh? Wouldn't that be fame? Would that prove that to you? If I could get an interview with Dr. Poku and say, hey, maybe I could try and get him on the phone and say, hey, Dr. Poku, hey, seems that you wrote violence and suicide on when you decided to lock me up against my will 5 fucking times. Can you let my audience on YouTube know where how violent and suicidal I was? Can you please let my audience know? I'm trying to prove to them I'm not crazy and you're a psychopathic fucking loser who is gonna have karma out the fucking wazoo because of what you did to my fucking brain, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I forgive you, Poku, but you gotta forgive yourself, motherfucker. And you're out there hurting people, holding them against their will, taking them out and saying they're violent, suicidal, and then trying to Britney Spears them when you can't get your way with them. Fucking weird. But anyways, I'm gonna go, people, and I hope you all have a good day. And well, hopefully we can all come to God. Eh? Maybe Carl can get the Stones to come back on later again. Seems that hey, maybe we're in the middle of World War III. Who knows? Maybe we could stop it. No drama. How would you like that? You could be a participate in the revolution where we don't have to use violence and we use our brains and we slay the devil.